Hey, Jim here. And if you want a checklist for starting your business, then I want to give you a little bit of an outline. Now, this is what worked for me. It's not necessarily what works for everybody. So please follow this, not to a T. Be flexible in what you're doing, but let me give you some simple steps to get started. The first thing that you need to do is obviously think about your product and who you want to work with. A lot of the time, we dive into business head first, and we know what we want to do in terms of the skills that we've got and the education that we want to get and the training that we want to do. But it's all about me, me, me. What about the people that you want to serve? What do they want? What do they need? This sort of thinking outside the box attitude will really support you to come up with products and services that really fit a target audience and support you to grow your business faster. It's definitely not about seeking out training and doing more education. I'm a big fan of say yes and work it out later. Once someone's paying you to do something, you are going to work like crazy to do the study and create the thing and make it happen. So have an outline, have everything that you need for your marketing. Make sure that people actually want to buy it, just like the Indiegogo and those project management type websites out there. Make sure that you can get funding before you start to build the thing. Now, a lot of people think that the next step would be come up with a business name or any stuff like that, get your brand right, when really, again, it's a similar thing. You need to test your audience and make sure that you've got a profitable business opportunity before you start to create all this stuff. So if you're working as a service-based business owner, register your name. Start working as Jim Cox Consulting or Jim Cox Coaching or whatever it is that you want to do. And as you start to progress and as you start to work with more people, you will start to understand who you want to work with, what that brand should look like, because it's going to be about your clients, not necessarily about you. Now, there's all of the admin stuff after that. So yes, you need to register a business name. You're obviously going to register for tax because I don't know about other countries, but here in Australia, if you're making more than $70,000 a year, you're going to need to register for GST, which is our tax for anybody that's operating elsewhere in the world. So set your mind up for success. Register as soon as you can, as soon as you start building that income that's going to help you hit that threshold. And look, I'm not an accountant, so please speak to an accountant before you start to do this stuff. But set yourself up for success. If you know you want to make a certain income, start to prepare for that. Start to do the steps. The other thing that I really, really wish I'd done early on was start to create manuals and operational procedures and systems. And we support a lot of our clients doing that now. I think one of the biggest things about growing a business and scaling a business quickly is that as entrepreneurs, when we're in startup mode, we are doing absolutely everything by ourselves. Sure, we might hire a freelancer or someone to help us out with a logo or an image or some social media content, but the majority of the business is being run by us as the solopreneur. However, as you start to build your business, you hopefully start to hire team members and things start to scale. So to get those people up and running quicker, it is so much easier to start to create manuals and training videos and processes so that it's really easy for them to pick up where you left off and start to run in your business. The final step, and probably the most important, I'm not sure why I left this one to last, but start telling people what you do. This is probably one of the first things that you need to start to do. If I could rewind this video, we would go back to the start. This would be the first thing. If you could reach out to 100 people and have conversations with 100 people about what you're doing and who you want to support, you will find a client. And I think that this is what holds so many people back is they're great with the admin, they're passionate about their projects, and they've got this dream of what they want to build. But when it comes to conversations and letting people know what you're planning to do and creating that initial sales process, People are scared, they're overwhelmed, they're worried about what other people are going to think of them, they're scared of judgment. All of this stuff starts to come in. So if there is one thing that you can take away from this video, start telling people what you want to do. Reach out to 100 people a week if you can. Do the work to get the results, because building a business and sales really is just a numbers game. The more people that you can reach out to in a not so salesy way, which I'll follow up in other videos. But if you're showing genuine connection and authenticity, you are going to connect and you're going to find your ideal clients.